Hi guys, it's Keith, Larkenberg Farms. It is well, right now, the last week of January, but if you watch the last video on the Wonderbar toolbar module, I got it put together, but it took such a long time I split it into two. So I actually shot this the week before and actually worked the soil here, which is kind of hard to see because it's all covered with snow. So it's part two of the Wonderbar module. I hope you all like it, and I'll get you something more here next week. So what I'm really seeing here is that after I get this thing successfully set up, which right now I've got the sweeps running right next to the discs, which should push me in just a little bit on the inside of the tire on both sides. And I got free spin. But once I get this set up and it actually is working good, what I'm going to want to do is go through and put some indexing marks on these different pieces. And that way I know I can just put it to get a paint pen, put a white line, bring the white line right there for my height. On the hillers here, do the same thing with the height, but I'll put a second mark, like on the side here or something, to where I can index this line vertical, matches this here, so the inclination is correct, and that works well. And that way it'll give me a little bit of a starting point to work with, instead of just trying to shoot and, you know, make this work and that work and this work and then adjust this and maybe it'll work this time, won't work next time. If I can get this baby really dialed in and get all this set where I want it, it'd be really helpful. Now, the one thing that I did do in the process here is I had to move these clear out to the outside. I had them here. So, you know what that means? The S-tines probably would have fit just fine in there anyways. But for now, I'm just going to try to run it and see what happens. Afterwards, I can try throwing the S-tines back on with everything else in there and then see what happens. But right now, I just want to get going. Okay, well, I'm getting ready to do this. What I did first was I drove a piece of rebar down at both ends, stretched a piece of line in between the two. That way I can make a nice straight run with it. Because I know the front of my tractor, the bucket up here, is 4 foot across exactly. So I just run it right next to the string line right here. And that way I can eyeball on it. But the one issue I ran into was rebar stake. I don't know, maybe a foot and a quarter out of the ground. This does not get high enough to get over it. So I'd take it off to get in line. Next thing is, I'm running a string line. So I'm going to have to manually move it over to the other side before I start every single time. But shouldn't be that bad, considering I won't be building beds that frequently. And I might just have to find a way to adapt to that as well. I'm not 100% certain what I'm going to do at this point, but I'm going to try to figure out something. But for now, I'm just going to run these back and forth and get the beds made up. The one thing I can't do, because it's going to be inside of the high tunnel here, where all these ground posts are, I do not have enough clearance for this side. So whichever direction I'm going to have to take off the sweep for that side. But I kind of figured that would happen anyways. Might be able to do something. I don't know how much I'm going to really be inside of this with the tractor after it's up anyways. But if I am, I could always just purchase another sweep. Just cut it off on one side. Or cut it back a little shorter, that way I don't have to worry about hitting the poles. But let's do the first run. So it looks like it's pretty much doing exactly what I want. I'll get down here a little further away from it. Now what it's doing is bringing up the dirt from the walk path and bringing it back up over on top of the bed. It is leaving quite a bit of a raised spot right here, but my sweep has not gotten down this far yet just because of the tightness of the soil underneath here. So what I think I'm gonna have to do is I ran these two. I was gonna run this one again, but instead I'm gonna run that one over there and take off the sweep on the side over there and do the same thing over here. Oh, there we go, behind me. And that way they'll all be bedded up like this, and then I'll be able to go through and run a second run, and hopefully that'll push a lot of the stuff in the walk path, well, which was a bed, now a walk path, up into the beds themselves. But all in all, I mean, not that bad. It's a little humped in the middle. That's where I was hoping those S-tines would do something to help with that. So here we go. We're gonna time lapse this one so it doesn't get all that boring. So, as you can see halfway through, I raised up the pillar bedder things. That way I could actually get the foot to drop down for the tire track walkway clear. And what it did here was really just sunk down deep and just broke it. I mean, it just ripped it almost. I mean, it's not tilled, it's not crunched. It's just brought up in chunks. I mean, it went pretty good and deep there. Here, let me turn you around real quick. So, it's looking down my bed. This is an actual bed, and we come over, and then it goes down, and this is our walk path. You can really see it down here better. I don't know how well it shows up on camera, but what I'm gonna do now is I'm just gonna move the bedders out a little bit further to try to move the stuff from the center out and get it pushed back up to the bed. After that, we'll kind of try to play with it, maybe use the Danish tines and see what they do. So I went ahead and did another pass with both the discs and the aisle sweeps, and it made a huge difference. I brought these beds up, I don't know, maybe 10 inches in the centers. I mean, they're a little thin. I'll get my tape measure out here, and then I'll turn you around. So here you can really see how far they've gone up. I mean, the top of the bed is from the bottom of this rut about 9-10 inches. Same thing over here. The biggest issue I see is that the tops of these beds are only about 24 inches. Which I do have the tiller with the roller on the back, which I can very easily bring these back down to where they're supposed to be. But what I want to try to do is use the Danish S-tines, and see if they don't just knock the top off this thing and kind of really make it what I want it. Okay, so now I flipped all my tools up and put the Danish S-tines back on. Got them lined up across. That'll give me a 30-inch bed width, which is right on the inside of both of my tires. So I'm gonna make the run down and then back and then down and down and down and see how good this works. So, just made the one pass each direction. I don't know about you, but I'm pretty happy with that. There were really big ruts and a really high bed top. They pretty much just knocked it down flat all the way across. So I've got nice walkways here, straight down the string. I just have to walk them in, maybe use something else to kind of go back through and shape out the middle a little bit. But all in all, I like it. It's pretty good. Now, I just want to let you know that I'm not endorsing Woodward products, or did I get any promotional items from them, but I would like some if they'd be happy to send me some over to test out, especially that bed lifter. I really want to know if that little 16 horse tractor back there will pull a bed lifter through my heavy clay soil. So far, what I've seen looks really, really good. The one thing I want to do is on all of the parts on the back end of that, I want to actually go through and put some indexing marks on them. I'm going to get a white paint pen and like put stripes down the side of them so I know which way the discs need to be turned, and then also make ticks probably every inch and then another tick every half inch. That way when I'm wanting to adjust in the field, I have those marks already. I don't have to have a tape measure or anything. I can just hold it up, tighten the bolt, and go at it. But all in all, pretty impressed with it. Yeah, hope to be using it more in the future. And if Woodward Crossing was so inclined, I'd really like to try out that bed lifter. So, hope you all like what you saw here today. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank y'all. Have a good day.